You find that everything around you is trying to always keep you laughing, always put you in some kind of fantastical state of mind, always trying to appeal to your sensuality, or always trying to give you a way to not have to think, then change your environment. Be aware of what you do as a diversion. Be aware of what you reach for when you're bored or when you think you're bored. Be aware of what you put into your quiet time, what you invite. If you were to make the conscious decision to only put in your life that which speaks to your soul, that which speaks to your identity, that which makes you think about yourself in future tense. And future tense meaning thinking of yourself as a matriarch of generations coming after you and all of the things that are necessary for them to be responsible human beings on this planet, then what would stay? To realize on a daily basis that what I am able to preserve, what I am able to remember, what I'm able to write is directly proportionate to what I allow to come in and take up my mind. So if you want to know how to gauge what you should be allowing to come in through your eyes, through your ears, through your imagination, then ask yourself, what are you trying to preserve? What is your role in your generation? And are you spending your time putting things inside of yourself that are going to make you effective in that role when your time and when your season comes in your generation? I know it's not the most popular thing to talk about, but there comes a time in which we have to say, should I still be listening to this type of music? Should I still be watching this kind of TV? Should I still associate with these type of people? Because in order to rise up to your place within a generation, you have to come to a place of maturity where you start separating from some things that have been a consistent voice in your life until what's fed you up until this point maybe shouldn't be feeding you anymore. And maybe it's time to stop running away from the severity of ideas and the overwhelming feeling that comes over you when you get the vision for your life. If you pay close attention to every time you reach for your playlist, maybe it's at that very moment when thoughts of who you could be. Maybe every time you reach for your phone to scroll through the latest Instagram stories or feed is the very moment when you start hearing whispers that are the blueprint to your next step. Maybe every time you decide to binge on Netflix is the exact moment when, you start feeling that compels you to start making decisions because your time is coming. I'm just saying, has it ever occurred to any of us that that's why these things exist? These things are helpful to humanity, but they're also distracting to us taking our place in our generation. The media alters your state of mind in that once you've spent an extended period of time with it, your thoughts about yourself aren't the same. Your identity should not have to fight through a bunch of clamor and clutter, whether it's flashbacks of TV episodes or Instagram images or song lyrics that don't belong to you, so that it can make it to your soul and your mind. When your time comes for you to stand up and take your place and be a voice in your generation, whatever that looks like, you're going to want to bring things that are completely original. And so that means that what comes in at this time of your life needs to pertain to your identity. It needs to pertain to everything original that you intend on putting out into the world. And so that means we have to be guarded as to what we allow in, because that is going to have a voice at the round table discussions that body, soul, and spirit, and mind, and imagination have when it comes to laying out what our duties are and what our fruits will be when our time comes.